So here's a short story which once again backs up that nothing good happens at these bachelorette parties, especially when there's male entertainment there. And also it proves that, gals and accountability, no such thing. And in the story here, this gal gets dumped by her boyfriend after her adventures at the bachelorette party and not too happy about it. Titled, I, a 20-year-old female, briefly touched a dancer's you-know-what at a bachelorette party and I lost my boyfriend. Says here, this incident happened last May. As the academic year came to an end, a senior sister in my sorority was getting married immediately following her upcoming graduation. Oh, for goodness sake. We decided to throw her a bachelor party in the sorority house. It is really not our style, but one of the sisters had heard from another sorority about some great dancers. Not your style, huh? Okay. So on a lark, we hired them. 2 guys showed up, 1 white, 1 black. Both were super fine looking and nice. They did not much go into the traditional tacky stripper show stuff. Instead, they mainly spent the night dancing and conversing with us, but in various states of undressing. Being a private show and a lot of alcohol was consumed, they eventually got completely nude. Now listen to this. Talk about a stereotype here. The black guy, he called himself Carter, had the most amazing, enormous, any of us had ever seen. Sorority house, I have a hard time believing that. He generated a lot of interest and curiosity from the sisters. Oh, I'm sure. After Carter got loose with alcohol, he did not mind when some of the girls started to get very touchy. Eventually, about 9 of us, out of 27 total, gathered around him and took turns grabbing onto his supernaturally sized you-know-what. Okay, you can't tell me that those girls there don't have boyfriends. And what about the bride? What is she doing? This is the point. I've covered this countless times. At the time, it seemed pretty innocent. What do you mean innocent? Bull crap. If a bunch of guys were doing the same thing with a female dancer and, fondling parts and all that, I guarantee these girls would be not too happy about that. Innocent my butt. I was about the 7th girl to get a turn. I put both my hands on that and moved things around a few times. I could not believe the thickness and the weight and all that. I would say that my turn lasted 30 seconds at most. This is the chick with the boyfriend. 30 seconds is a long time manhandling that. 4 of my sisters were even braver. They took the giant you-know-what into their mouths. I've done countless stories from bartenders, limo drivers, bouncers, male dancers, all that, all confirming this is the type of crap that happens at these things. I heard that later that evening, of course, one of our sisters, Olivia, actually used her hands and the mouth to pleasure Carter even more. However, I left the scene long before that. I got super turned on, and so I quickly made my way to my boyfriend's residence. That night we had perhaps our most intense lovin' ever. She goes home after handling Carter, and then jumps her boyfriend. Boyfriend's like, man, my girl's hot for me. No, she's thinking of Carter. Well, 2 days later, my boyfriend called me in tears and told me to come over. When I got there, he was very upset and immediately told me he was breaking up with me. She's like, for what? I was stunned into silence as he held out his phone. On it, I saw a picture of me with my 2 hands wrapped around Carter's you-know-what, with a goofy drunk expression on my face. You think something like that's going to go on? Nobody's going to take pictures or videos? That poor guy. I had no idea as being photographed. Cameras are a sin in our sorority events. A sin? Yeah, there was a lot of sin going on that night, and you're telling me the camera was the sin, not the other things? There was no calming the boyfriend, and soon he threw me out. Who can blame him? There's a picture of you with your hands all over, Carter's you-know-what. And in his mind, what else did she do with Carter's you-know-what that night? Oh, poor you. Back at the sorority house, I was steamed beyond belief. I gathered a bunch of my closest sister friends and told them what happened. They, too, were outraged. Outraged, really? No accountability. No one has seen anybody taking pictures, but a sister did recall seeing Olivia acting a bit suspicious. She has seen Olivia cradling her phone as if to hide it. This was both surprising and ironic to me, considering Olivia's behavior at the party. Yeah, well, apparently Olivia was the one who was also getting down and dirty with Carter. Then I realized it made sense. Olivia and I had never seen eye to eye, and I recall seeing her being flirty with my boyfriend a few times in the past few months. Oh, playing dirty to get the boyfriend. But Olivia, given her actions, is not exactly the type for that boyfriend, but whatever. A large group of the sisters then confronted Olivia in her room. At first, she strongly denied the charges, but with a whole lot of pressure, eventually confessed. She was immediately thrown out of the sorority. Now, 7 months later, I'm over with the boyfriend, but not my anger towards Olivia. On many occasions this semester, I've seen Olivia and the ex-boyfriend walking arm in arm. Grrr. And there you go. So who knows whether Olivia did this to set her up, to get the boyfriend, I don't know. But the point about the whole thing is the stereotype about the bachelorette parties, the girls, anything that really involves male dancers, not too good. And in my life, I've had friends that have gotten married and been to different bachelor parties. And I've had bros that have, gone to strip clubs and stuff like that I've attended. It may have gotten the dance in the back, and there were occasions where the girlfriends or wives found out, and they weren't too happy about that. Now, these guys weren't doing these things. They just simply sat there, hands to their side, and Bambi was doing her little dance, but there was no making a little love, and they were still pissed. But this, when they're actually getting down and dirty with Carter, the Carters of the world, oh, hell no. Hell no. Or way, way worse. But the guys are the villains here? Come on here. No accountability. And you can't blame the boyfriend all for dumping her. So this is why it shows this is a bad idea. Doing these things, the bachelorette parties and hiring the dancer, because I've had guys write in that were in that line of work admitting the type of stuff that happens. And of course the gals and accountability. It just cracks me up. Now, the comment section has showed no mercy. I'll read a couple of them before I wrap this up. One guy says here, wanting to get revenge for your friend who obviously wanted your boyfriend, but was also doing the same thing that night, literally exposing your cheating is ridiculous. You sound like a bitch. Another one, do you know what accountability is? You cheat on your boyfriend and you're mad at Olivia for exposing your cheating behavior. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, guys, the boyfriend is a moron if he's with Olivia, given what she was doing. But maybe he didn't see that pictures of her with Carter. Another one, what did you expect to happen? You don't respect your ex and he left you. Good for him. Do not blame Olivia. You're the one that was in a relationship and you're the one that cheated. You should be mad at yourself. You gave her the opportunity to expose you. You made the choice to do what you did. There's no one to blame but yourself and yourself alone. If you had kept your hands to yourself, then you would still have a boyfriend. And last one, this guy says, wow, no accountability for your actions. You blame Olivia for your downfall instead of blaming yourself. And you then try to sell us that you're over your boyfriend, but your blood gets boiled every time you see both of them together. Where is your indifference in this matter? Well, there you go. Pretty good one. So, backs up a lot of the things I've covered multiple times, multiple videos across all 3 channels.